Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about my final college football recap of the night here before I do a quick NFL news after I record this. After I record this recap here, I'll do NFL news on a little bit of the injury updates from Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport. But let's talk about this Notre Dame Duke game here. College game day, opened the day, first time at Duke. Man, it wasn't looking good for Duke when it was 13-0. I'm like, Notre Dame's just too much for Duke. The defense was just too much for Riley Leonard and the Duke offense to try and move the football. So they really just couldn't move the football most of the game. But they were able to figure it out in the second half. Y'all give props when it's due. In that fourth quarter, they moved down the field, got a touchdown to make it 13-7. And then they got that touchdown there, the wide open touchdown pass from Riley Leonard to Jordan Moore to give them that 14-13 lead there. And when it was 13-0, I was like, Duke ain't gonna do it. But when they got to 14-13, like, they got all the momentum. Duke can win this football game. But then they choked it there late, man. Just a heartbreaking, devastating loss for Duke. And Duke and their fans, man. Yeah, I feel bad for Duke. But Notre Dame proved why they're still a top 10, a potential top 10 near playoff team. Or at least will be in the hunt. Because even when they faced adversity, they were up 13-0, they go down 14-13. So I feel like some teams will just fall apart when you're up by double digits and you choke like that. But Notre Dame didn't give up. They even got a 4th and 16, which Duke gave up. That's unacceptable as a defense there. 4th and 16, you let the quarterback run for like 20 yards. That's unacceptable from a defense right there. 4th and 16. Me personally, I would just send a blitz because the blitz was working. I don't know why they didn't go to it. I mean, the blitz was working for Duke perfectly. I don't know why they didn't have anybody covering the middle of the field at least, to where maybe they could have had a chance to stop Sam Hartman from running. There wasn't a defender where he was running like within 20 yards. He ran for like 19 or 20. So that was a bit unacceptable for Duke right there. They kind of deserved to lose after giving up that 4th and 16. And then they gave up the rushing touchdown to Aldrich Easttime to win the game, basically. But Duke played tough, man. This Duke team is still good. I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, Duke's not good. They probably played a really good team and they suck. No, Duke fought in this game. They were down 13-0. Come back, take 14-13 lead. They choked there at the end, gave up that touchdown, the 2 points. But hey, Duke still fought hard, man. It's just the 4th and 16. You should have blitzed right there, in my opinion. Me personally, I would have sent a blitz right there on Sam Hartman. But hey, you gotta give credit to Sam Hartman. Made a smart play. He saw the open field, took advantage. So he had 6 runs, 23 yards, and I believe most of it came on that big run there to get that huge first down. 15-30, 222, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I thought Duke played lights-out defense in the second half besides letting Notre Dame go all the way down the field to win the game. But Sam Hartman was clutch on that final drive, made some big plays, including that 4th down. They didn't even have to get a touchdown to win it. All they needed was a field goal, but they still got a touchdown anyways. Aldrich Easttime, 18 runs, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Mitchell Evans was great tonight. 6 catches, 134 yards. Great game from Mitchell Evans, their wide receiver. Those were 3 main stats for Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love had 5 runs, 48 for 44 yards and 8 yards a carry. So Notre Dame was able to run the football good tonight. A bit more effective, and I don't know, in my opinion, the key of the game was really the third downs. Notre Dame was able to pick up a lot of good big third downs and fourth. They converted they were like 3 of 3 on third down, which was huge as well. Or on 4th down, excuse me. Yeah, they were 3 of 3 on third down. Or not third down. That's what kept really Duke in the game, I meant. Excuse me, I meant Duke. What really kept them in the game was the third downs, because Notre Dame's only like 3 of 15 on third downs. They were struggling on third and long situations. But 3 of 3 on 4th down, man. That was the difference. Including that 4th and 16. Notre Dame even had a lot of penalties in this game. 12 penalties, 70 yards. They were 3 of 15 on third down, way worse than Duke. It's just the defense fell apart in that final minute for Duke, and then the fumble by Riley Leonard. Then he hurt his ankle, which really unfortunate for Riley Leonard. He went off the field on crutches, which wasn't a good sign. That shouldn't even happen. They should have blitzed on 4th and 16. Game over. They could run the football or take a knee so Riley Leonard doesn't get hurt. He was 12 of 27, 134, 1 touchdown, 1 reception. A decent game. He had 18 runs, 88 yards. Just a rough game him against that good Notre Dame defense. Jordan Waters, 13 runs, 45 yards and a touchdown. Jaquez Moore, 7 attempts, 51 yards. They were able to run the football a good amount, a decent amount against this Notre Dame defense. They were able to have some success. Jordan Moore, 4 catches, 67 yards and a touchdown. Notre Dame improves to 5-1. Duke drops to 4-1. Notre Dame wins 21-14 was your final score. Hey man, these two teams are good football teams. I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, these two aren't good football teams." These are still two good football teams. Notre Dame, I think, is a legit top 10 team, and I still think Duke's a top 25 caliber team. It's just the final drive. I thought their defense played well until that final drive. But you gotta give credit to Notre Dame. They didn't just fall apart and just quit after choking that double-digit lead. They made the plays there in the final minute that they need to make. But hopefully Riley Leonard's okay for Duke. That looked like a pretty nasty ankle injury after he got the ball stripped. Hopefully ankle's fine. They have a week off, so maybe he can rest. But it wasn't good seeing him go off on crutches. But maybe it's not as bad as I think. It's just kind of concerning seeing him go off on crutches. Yeah, Notre Dame wins 21-14. Peace.